Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning market webcast. Okay, daily chart to begin with, and you can see we spent the latter part of last week, Thursday and Friday, printing a variety of new all-time highs. We got up over 22. Thursday we printed 40.75. Friday we printed 47. So we pulled back a little bit in the overnight, Sunday into Monday. We have come down as far as 29.23. You can see the daily mid-band down there at basically 29.03. You can see the 9-day there at 29.14.5. The bears are going to make a run to the downside early this week. Those two numbers are going to be important, along with both the hourly mid-band. That's going to be huge basically right now. And you can see the new weekly pivot there effectively at 29.21. Didn't really do a full test of the weekly pivot overnight. You can see what they've done is we had some compression early Friday that turned into expansion Friday afternoon. And what we've seen in Globex since the Sunday open is this flat to slow glide back up to deal with the hourly mid-band. The hourly mid-band comes in right around 30.5, 31. If the hourly mid-band acts as resistance, as it did here and here, if it acts as resistance, then we're going to get our test of the weekly pivot. If it climbs up over the top of the hourly mid-band, and that's just not just right now, but as we get in through the open, we're still 2 hours before the regular open. The hourly mid-band goes support, then can come back up at least to retest the daily pivot. Take a look at that, and the 29.38, 29.39 area is going to be important. We shorted 38.5 once it was determined that, call it 40, 75, 39, right in there was not going to be support for a long, that they were not going to be able to get back to those highs. We went ahead and put short trade out, got short the 38.5 area, took a little bit of profit on Friday, took a lot of profit last night, and closed it out into this morning. So nice big trade to end last week and begin this week. The area where we shorted it from, if the bulls get some momentum going this morning, is going to deserve a test. And how that plays out, basically in the area of the daily pivot, is going to tell me whether we're getting a pronounced lower high that then the bears have to execute into a lower low. So this all becomes about execution for both sides. The bulls did execute later in the week. We had a rejection early in the week, down last week, down at 83.5. They popped it up, then we flattened it out for a couple of days, then they popped it up again. We flattened it out, back down. So if we're going to have a test of these lower areas, it tends to come early in the week, which is why I continue to lean short right now against that hourly mid-band. If the hourly mid-band wants to be a clean show of resistance and it breaks to a lower low, then we certainly go and see 29.21 at a minimum and test the weekly pivot early in the week. Who wins the weekly pivot battle early in the week tends to control the tape late in the week. That's been a general rule in ES for a very long time, and it continues to affect the tape all the time. Last week, back to the weekly pivot, there was a battle. Who won the battle? The bulls. When we stayed above it here, and then the bears paid for it here. So keep an eye on weekly pivot early in the week. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. We'll be out with a ton on social over the course of the day. Until then, trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.